What is up, basketball fans, and welcome back to Zero Gravity, Apollo Media's NBA podcast brought to you by J Bar M. J Bar M Barbecue is just a couple blocks away from Toyota Center. We love J Bar M over here, the best barbecue in Texas, not just in Houston. We got great barbecue, great drinks, and great people over at J Bar M Barbecue. Shout out to Zing Zang, America's #1 Bloody Mary mix. We love Zing Zang over here. Zang responsibly all season long. And shout out to Underdog Fantasy. Use promo code GRAVITY when you sign up. Play your first $5, get $100 in bonus entries. Love our sponsors. Thank you for sponsoring this episode. I'm your host, Stone Strankman, joined always on a Thursday. We're recording on a Tuesday, but this is a Thursday episode with Drew Preety. How we doing, bud?
I'm great, man. How you doing?
You know, basketball-wise, not great, but other than that, I'm feeling fine, feeling great. It's cold outside. It's gross. You know, the normal.
We are recording on a Tuesday, which means the Mavs did just lose, unfortunately, last night after having a pretty big lead. Sorry about it.
Yeah, hand up, I got in bed, and the NBA app on my Apple TV decided to just not work at all. Like, it just wouldn't work. I put on the Mavs game. I have Mavs TV. I live in Dallas. I have to get this Mavs TV thing in order to watch them. Have it going, and it's playing the game, but it's also playing the current broadcast, like the audio with the current game that's going on in real time, but it's also playing the broadcast from the very beginning of the stream. So like all I hear is just overlap, and I was like, I can't do this. So I kept exiting out, I kept entering back in, I kept closing it, entering. It wouldn't work. So we decided to turn the TV off, turn the lights out. I turned it on my phone, and about 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter, I completely fell asleep, and the phone fell and hit my nose while I was holding it in my hand. And I said, you know what? I don't need this in my life. And I turned it off. Yeah, I chose happiness again.
You chose happiness. We're going to keep saying it throughout the season, but choosing happiness as a Mavs fan is maybe not watching the games.
Entirely.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. There were some Fire Nico chants in the fourth quarter. That was cool.
Yep.
Patrick Dumont, the governor of the NBA, of the Mavs team, was sitting with a Mavs fan wearing a Luka Laker jersey yesterday. Did you see that story?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
There's some weird things going on about how he was a Mavs fan, but he gave the bird to
Nico,
him, and he went over to
Dumont,
apologize.
His dad told him to go apologize. Patrick Dumont's security let him through to apologize, and Patrick Dumont let him sit courtside with him in a Lakers Luka uniform. What's going on in Dallas? Because I think it's time. I think it's happening.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're trying to save face. So
for sure.
I'm fine with that as long as Nico gets fired by the end of the month, which was my call in the last episode. But we're recording this on a Tuesday. We had a great slate of games on Monday. Drew is leaving the country tomorrow, so we're doing this episode a little bit early, and that's you're just gonna have to deal with it. But we have a fun segment. You came up with this. Who is the second best player on each NBA team? And you have tiers. We got it all ranked out here.
I do. I love just in general ranking things in my life, whether it's meals, colors.
Thanksgiving foods. We got Thanksgiving coming
foods. That's great. Thanksgiving's coming up. Halloween costumes. It's just fun. I like anything. So, yeah, we're gonna go through the league, go through each team, try to figure out who the second best player is, and from there, kind of put these guys in tiers. We have 4 tiers. We have, unfortunately, the blow it up tier, which is basically if we're trying to figure out who your second best player is, and it's between these caliber of players. It might be time to flip that switch.
Sure.
We actually don't have that many teams in that one, just because I'm an optimist, and the next tier is just the waiting tier, which is we have some teams that have some injuries, some teams that have some older players coming back. We're kind of trying to wait and see where these guys are going to end up at the end of the year. So I'm an optimist. I have a lot of teams in that tier, just seeing where they're going to land. And then after that, we have the all-star tier. It's a little misleading. There's going to be some teams in there where their second best player maybe has made an all-NBA team in their career. But at this point, maybe they're a little older, maybe past their prime. LeBron, for example. Little shout out ahead is going to be in this tier probably. And then some guys who've never made an all-star team. For example, maybe someone on the Magic or the Pistons. But they're up and coming, and we expect them to be there at the All-Star game this year. And then last tier, just all NBA, just automatic. We know these guys as the second best player are, unless a devastating injury is going to happen, is going to be on an all NBA team, no matter what. And those are there's 3 teams in that tier, so
Hmm.
you probably guess some of them, but we'll see. We'll keep it a surprise. But we'll start. Yeah, we'll start with the blow it up tier, and then I think the way this pod is going to go is we'll maybe cipher through a few players and decide who the second best player is on each team. I thought it was interesting that some of these were really easy to figure out. Where the second best player is kind of automatic, you know who it is. That's
Yeah.
very easy to see. And then some team, and it didn't even matter what tier it was, because some bad teams have a bunch of mediocre players, but some good teams have a bunch of just really good rotation players, and maybe a couple all stars on their team. So I think we'll just go and start with, unfortunately, the team who is on a 9-game losing streak, the Washington Wizards.
Yeah, this is the blow it up category tier.
Yeah.
The Wizards, who do you think is their best player? Because I think I have an answer.
I think it's Star. Star's had a pretty good second year.
Okay. I was going to say McCollum.
McCollum, I mean, as a veteran, here's what I did with this team. McCollum and
You said fuck
Middleton,
McCollum and Middleton is what you said.
essentially. It's they're because they're really not even. So my second best player on this team, I'll say, is Kaishan George. He
Okay.
has doubled his points and assists, almost basically assists from his rookie year last year. Um, him and Sar as second year players, even though they're the first team on this list, are actually have a pretty promising future compared to maybe the Kings that we're going to talk about later, or the Pelicans. As second year players, those two guys are actually like pretty solid in their own right. Yeah, I didn't really consider Middleton or McCollum, just because I think they're having Kaishan handle the ball a lot, and him and Sar are really the only guys shooting on this team. I think they're just trying to run the offense through those two guys, and maybe looking for they'll probably trade or sit out Middleton and McCollum just to get a better draft pick again this year.
All right. I like Keyshawn George. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I think Sar's better right now. Keyshawn George has had some good games so far this season, but he's inconsistent. Like, he went for 30 plus against the Mavs, and then the next night he had like 3 points
Exactly.
in a full game. So, yeah, inconsistent, but.
And I will say, it is one of those instances too where I did say he is doubling his points and assists, but it is also like one of those things where they need someone on the team besides Sar to shoot, so it's just falling on him. But he's doing a really good job. I mean, 16, 4, and 6. He's shooting 45% from 3. He's playing really well, honestly, as a second year player. Yeah. All right, number 2, the Nets. It's hard.
Michael Porter Jr. is their best player currently.
Exactly. Michael Porter Jr. is their best player, who his entire career essentially has been he was the 4th option on the Nuggets behind Jokic, Gordon, and Murray.
Yeah,
right.
He was.
I mean, when you agree with that,
yes.
So when your when your first option has been the 4th option his entire career, you know you're already in a bad spot. Sorry, Nets. I can't believe you guys had Katie and Kyrie and Harden, like 3 years ago, and it's come down to this, which also makes me feel bad for their second best player, Nick Claxton, because he played with those guys, and now he's just dealing with Cam Thomas and MPJ just iso ball, jacking up shots.
So you think Claxton's better than Cam Thomas?
Yeah, especially, I mean, Cam's been hurt already a little bit this year.
True.
He's also not shooting the ball super well from 2. He's 44% from 2. PR 15. Nick Claxton, they're actually kind of running the offense semi through him, like very, very in a minuscule way. He has a lot of they'll kind of have him at the top of the key, and then
so it's a bonus level 1.
Yeah, great. Yeah, great comp. And then he'll just MPJ or Cam will run at him. He'll toss him the ball, set a pick screen. MPJ will do he loves his little sidestep 3. Same with Cam Thomas. It's honestly kind of the similar shot where a little Harden-esque side three. But he is career high in assists, Nick Claxton with 4, which isn't. I'm not saying that's a lot, but it's
Right.
good. I mean, it's
Yeah.
it's progressing. But yeah, 14, 7, 4 for this year. I just think, and defensively, even if you are comparing him offensively with him and Cam, Nick Claxton is always he's been a middling NBA second team, all defensive team for 5 years now. So yeah, I'll take Claxton for sure.
All right, I'm there with you. Did you? I'm on Basketball Reference right now, looking at Nick Claxton. Do you know what one of his nicknames is? Do you have any idea?
No, give it to me. Wait, can I guess?
Yeah,
wait,
just go ahead and guess.
Give me a hint. Give me a hint.
It is one of the best players of this generation's nickname.
Oh, you know what? I did see this. It's Slim Reaper, isn't it?
Yeah, what are we doing?
Yeah. I was on reference going through this whole draft as well, and I saw that and I was like, Slim, you're right. What are we? First of all, KD's on your team. We have 2 Slim Reapers on the Nets. Like when that was going on,
Slim Reaper Jr. Couldn't add on like the second there. I don't know.
He also really the skill level is. I don't know who puts those nicknames on Basketball Reference. Like, is there a guy that just?
Because he's 6'11", 215 pounds. Like, sure.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but it's not like he's running through. He's not averaging 30 a game. Yeah, he's not the leading scorer in the league. Yeah.
He's fine. All right, Nick Claxton, number 2 on the Nets.
Nick Claxton.
We got the Jazz up next.
We do have the Jazz up next. I think before Kessler got hurt, it probably would have been him. Maybe,
yeah.
But I will say Keontae George is having like a really good year. So that's who I have.
Josh's guy.
Who do you have?
I think it's Keontae George right now. 22, 4, and 7.
Yeah.
He's not shooting well from 3, but like 90% from free throw, 43 field goal percentage. Like, you take that. But 22 and 7, like that's just a good player on a really bad team. On a bad team.
Especially like that's a solid player behind Markkanen, which again, like we talked about it last pod, but it makes me sad that Kessler got hurt because I genuinely think this team thought they might have had a chance to be a play-in team and maybe sneak their way into the playoffs. Because I know they wanted to go for it a little bit, especially before they had to decide whether they wanted to trade Markkanen or not. But yeah, Keontae George, 22 points. You're right, he's shooting a little low on 3, but he's getting to the line 8 times a game. Last year was 4, so he's doubling that, and he's shooting over 90% from the line. So he's become a really efficient player in that regard.
Just take a guess. What do you think Walker Kessler's 3-point percentage was this year? He had 3 games where he took threes and 2 games where he didn't. Yeah.
Before he got hurt? It's going to be either really high or really low. He either made 0 or he was like 6 for 6. Which one is it?
75%. He shot multiple threes in 3 games and no threes in 2 games.
Yeah.
Shot 75% from 3.
One of those sample sizes where it's like, did you know Kessler was a 70% shooter from 3 this year?
It's going to be a trivia thing. 2025, 2026, what was Walker Kessler's 3-point percentage? And he played 5 games. That's just not included in the question. You're like, I don't know, like 33, 75. I like Keontae George for the Jazz.
He's also been doing this great thing. He really has become a really good player in his 3rd year where he's like Shea, Luka Light, where he'll run a pick and roll and get the defenders on his hip but just slow down. And I feel like in his first 2 years, he was just rushing it a little bit, but he's been getting them on his hip and he's kind of just been like with them, kind of guiding them along. And then he'll just do a little jab step for a pull up or bump and get a layup running. So he's been, I think maybe he could be in the running for most improved player this year as well. Depending on, I guess, I don't really know. I guess most improved player. Do the team percentages usually fall? Do voters look at that for most improved? I'm
I
just
just
wondering
don't
if the
even
Jazz's
know.
record is going to hurt them or not. But I think he could be in running for that because he's been really good.
Yeah, I like that. He's gone from 27 minutes to 31 to 33.9 this season, and he went from 13 points to 16.8 to now 22.6 through 10 games this season. Like, he's kind of improved field goal percentage, efficiency, field goal percentage. His 2-point
Really everywhere.
percentage is up a full point. He went from 4.49 last year to 5.49 this year so far. His free throw went from 8.48 to 8.18 to now 9.15. I don't know. All of his numbers are up. I mean, I know they're a bad team, but like Laurie's here. He's kind of balling out too. The offense is running through him, and
they
Keontae
still
George is
have
still
like
getting 22 and 7.
Svi's been solid. Filipowski's always fun to watch for a little bit. He'll have a fun game every now and then. So yeah, Jazz have been again. It sucks Kessler's out, so we'll see.
I just can't believe Filipowski got abducted by his wife.
What?
You know, like, he doesn't talk to his family anymore. His wife is Mormon, and she like married him off like right after he graduated, and now he has no communication with his own family because they're not Mormon. Whole thing.
I think this NBA lore I've not seen this.
Yeah, well, because
does this
the
have
girl
to do with going to the Jazz because they're in Utah?
No, his wife was Mormon. She went to Alabama. She's from Huntsville, where I grew up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, very strange. I think she followed my wife on Instagram at one point.
Hey, let's get Filipowski on the pod, dude.
I know, we got to figure this out. But just to ask him about the Mormon stuff, how do you like Secret Lives of Mormon Wives on Hulu?
So you're saying that he married this girl, and now he doesn't talk
Like,
to his parents and siblings, is what you're saying?
Yeah, he just doesn't talk to them at all. Yeah, she cut off all communication at like 19 years old from Walker Kessler. So I wanted to point that out. Or not Walker Kessler, Filipowski. Sorry. Yeah. Good times.
Huh. All right, well, I wonder how that...
That comes up like once a week on this podcast. I just can't believe it. It just keeps happening.
That's incredible.
Yeah. All right, next team.
On that note, Pelicans, just because their best player, Zion, had his...
Yeah.
You know, it's never NBA summer when it's NBA summer when you hear about Zion getting back in shape or better shape, or he's eating a salad, or he's working out, or he looks thinner.
Yeah.
And he's already played 5 games this year. Why is that? I thought this was the year everyone keeps talking about.
It happened at Duke, and he was healthy then, you know.
Yeah, but that was in 2019.
Yeah, that was the 19 draft.
Almost 2026.
Yeah, no, I just think he's injury prone, and then he got fat, so it makes it easier to be injury prone, and now he's not fat, but he's still injury prone. So,
but I know every summer it's Zion's getting healthy. It's every summer it's Zion. He's healthy.
It's him and Luka.
I feel like I saw it more this year. I really did. I feel like I saw more pictures.
He looked thinner.
More articles written about it. Exactly.
It's the goatee.
It is the goatee. Yeah, it's high in a double chin maybe. Anyways, Zion, unfortunately, is their best player when he does play. So he's just going to stay in that tier until he does maybe get really seriously injured. But Trey Murphy, I think, is an obvious pick for their second best guy.
Counterpoint.
Okay, counterpoint. All right, I'm ready for it.
Saddiq Bey has been their best player.
Saddiq?
He's been their most important player.
Please give me all the knowledge that you have on this. I'm ready to listen.
Look, I know the numbers aren't there all the time, but last 5 games, 17 points, 22 points, 10 points, 15 points. Like, he's in that same range as Trey Murphy, and he's guarding the best player on the team most of the time on defense. It's a very strange conundrum. Like, in the games that they win, Saddiq Bey is like the most impactful player. The games that they lose, everyone's kind of ass.
So as Saddiq Bey goes, the Pelicans go.
As of right now, that is what I've taken
where
from
you want to be.
Pelicans games.
That's not where you want to be as a Pelicans fan.
That's what I've taken from Pelicans games recently. But Trey Murphy objectively is the second best player, but I think Saddiq Bey through 10 games has been their most important player outside of Zion.
That's crazy. I don't think I would have ever guessed you to say Saddiq Bey's name.
Been watching a lot of
Es-
Sadiq Bey this year, unfortunately.
Especially, I mean,
I know everyone's yelled at me for Reed Shepherd, but I've watched more Sadiq Bey than I've watched Reed Shepherd.
that's incredible.
Sometimes you just got to be a sicko, you know?
All right. So,
Like watching the game itself, I think Sadiq Bey is the most important player on the floor for the Pelicans, but Trey Murphy is the second best player.
hmm,
I don't know how to frame that differently, so that's what I'm going with.
okay. I'm gonna just outright disagree with you.
Yeah,
There's
that's fine.
no,
I think Trey Murphy's the second best player. I think
yeah,
just
yeah.
in those wins,
And
Sadiq
in
Bey
these
was like the
first,
most important player and made the most key plays and stuff.
okay, so he's like basically like the
He's not like
crux
a spark
where
plug. Like he's
they
just
need him to be good in order for them to win.
yes.
Okay,
And if
I
he's
can
not good, then
sure
they lose.
that's fair. Um, that's fine. I think this whole team, no matter what, is. I mean, what's their record right now? They're
Ass.
2-8.
It's good.
So they're
And in
bottom of the West.
the 2 wins, Sadiq Bey had better numbers than Trey Murphy. People don't like to talk about it.
Okay. People don't like to talk about it. People don't like to talk about how in two games, Sadiq Bey has been better than Trey Murphy. This is great content. I love that Sadiq Bey is being considered as the second best player.
It's Trey Murphy, yes, but
yeah,
Sadiq Bey.
but
honorable mention. I'll give him honorable mention.
Okay, it's good for Sadiq Bey for even being in the convo. Either way, their offense has just been pretty stagnant, just because they're relying on a rookie point guard with Fears, who's been pretty okay, but everyone knows a rookie point guard in the NBA is a tough position to be in.
Mm-hmm.
And it's either going to be Fears setting up the offense or it's going to be Jordan Poole. Ingram's gone, who they traded for a reason, but he also helped them a lot and just getting buckets that they needed, right? Will Green might be the first coach fired this year.
Should be.
So, all in all, Pelicans, you're in the blood up tier for a reason. Zion, you should have traded him probably already as well.
Yeah, it's too late now. All right. I'm good on the Pels. Who we got next?
Last team to be in the blow it up tier. They're borderline waiting, because I think if all goes right, like if everything somehow magically works out, they're going to be decent. But so far, it's been kind of what we expected, and it's the Kings. They have like a three-headed monster of just very mid players at this point in their careers, where it's just Sabonis, Levine, and DeRozan. I don't know who the best player is. I don't know who the second best player is. I don't know who the third best player is. They're all just kind of at this level where if on a contender, you would want them as your third best player, right?
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't win the title with any of these guys as your second best player. They would have to be like in that maybe Aaron Gordon role. I don't know. What did you come up with a solution, or I got stuck?
Zach LaVine is their best player.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I was leaning towards him just because he's also shooting pretty well. He's like 62% from 2, 43% from 3 so far this year, 24 or 21 4 or sorry, 25 3 and 2.
And he's shooting 50 40 90.
Yeah, exactly, which is always a good bar
metric
to strive for these guys.
Which DeRozan's shooting 50 43 83, so he's not like far behind, but less points, one more assist. Right. And then Sabonis is 15, 14, and 4. So he's like a full assist lower than what he normally is. He's shooting 15% from 3.
Yeah,
so I'm going to go Sabonis is their second best player. DeRozan's their third best player.
I think I agree with that. Sabonis is his points and assists are his lows since his early days in Indiana.
Right.
Without that Fox,
he's got those two guys, Levine and DeRozan, are just taking all the shots.
Yeah, and especially without that Fox combo. They were such a good 1-2 punch.
Well, you don't think Russell Westbrook's good enough?
I think Russell Westbrook on his 8th team in 8 years It's not maybe not the guy you want to.
What
Maybe
about Dennis Schroeder?
Westbrook.
You know,
Dude, Schroeder's so interesting. Where you laugh, but he's so good in Euroball, and then
he
he
is.
plays in the NBA, and he
He's
can
fine.
be. He's fine. He really is a fine
Although
player,
last
but
year
he's
he
not
was like the
Fox.
most important player on the Pistons that they needed, like most important role player
Yeah,
for the
him and
Pistons
Beasley were
last year.
really good for them. Yeah, I
Mhm.
agree with that. Yeah, they needed them.
What a dog shit team,
Yeah,
dude. This team
I
stinks.
know. That's why I'm saying I think I'd rather have the Wiz their future than whatever's going to happen to the Kings
Yeah, you don't have
because
any young players.
exactly. And Sabonis, I mean, light the beam, man. That was again like they're fighting with the Warriors in the playoffs. That was 2 years ago. I just
Game
don't understand
seven.
how some of these teams are on such a good trajectory, and then 2 years later it's over.
And
They're
instead of doing
back.
what
They're back to
the
being the Kings.
76ers have done and just said, fuck it, we're gonna run 4 guards out there, they were like, Tyrese Halliburton, you know what? Get out of here. We want Sabonis.
Yep.
And it worked for a
Tyrese is
year.
gone. Fox is gone. You have
It
to keep
worked
one
for
of those 2
1 year.
guys. You have to keep one of those 2 guys.
No, you gotta just keep both of them. It would have been incredible. Think
Sure.
about how
Keep.
fast
I
they would
mean,
have played.
I
Just hire
agree.
Rick Carlisle and then run fast. Like it would have been great.
I know. And they fired their coach. Doug Christie's doing his best. I don't
I
know.
can't believe he's still a
I
coach.
don't
It's crazy.
know. I don't know where this team's headed.
Yeah, his team
But yeah,
stinks.
that's again. Yep. And they're in blow it up for a reason. This is the last team in the blow it up tier.
Chicago West.
So Chicago West. Although Chicago, we're
They're good
talking
right
about them
now.
in a little bit. They're
Yeah.
they're decent. All right, next tier. This is the waiting tier we talked about. Teams that are kind of hanging in the balance, where one injury happens, we're going to see them maybe tank for a higher draft pick, or one of their younger players steps up. They get guys back from injury, and we see them fighting for maybe a top 6 seed. So first team in this tier, I believe. Yep, it breaks my heart to say this, but it's the Pacers.
Yeah, it's just a waiting year. It's a gap year. You know, when
It is.
you decide to not go to college for a year and you're like, okay, I'll go when I'm 19, or when you decide to go
I
travel
like that.
abroad when
Yeah.
you're a rich kid out of college and you're like, I'll start working when I'm 23. It'll be fine.
Yeah. A little
That's
gap
that
year.
year for the Pacers right now.
It is. It's hard because it's hard. I was even looking. It's hard to determine who their second best player is because everyone has been hurt.
Because Halliburton doesn't count in
Halliburton doesn't
this.
count. He's out the whole year.
He's out the
So
whole year.
Pascal is
Siakam
automatically
is
yeah.
number one.
Siakam automatically number 1. So now you're siphoning through Nemhard, Mathurin, Neesmith. Mathurin's played 2 games. Nemhard has played I think like 3 games. So then
Mathurin
it's
was
hard.
so sick those 2 games too.
I know. So that's why I would put Mathurin at number 2 right now, just because out of those 3 players, he's the best at creating his own offense and getting his shot that he wants. Where Nemhard and Neesmith are pretty reliant on the Tyrese offense, where he's finding them in their spots.
Yeah, I mean, Mathurin's only played 2 games, so it's kind of tough to make him the second best player. But I would assume he's coming back this year. So yeah, I'm comfortable with Mathurin there. I think Nembhard would be 3 for me, and then Neesmith.
Nembhard.
I love Andrew Nembhard. That's my problem. I just love him.
No, I do too. And he was great in the playoffs. He was great in the finals. I mean, he had some really big shots in the
He is
finals.
shooting 29 and 19 right now, which is not good enough. So maybe Neesmith is number 3 right now, and then Nembhard 4.
I just think both those guys they're just super reliant on the offense they had last year. So it just sucks again that Tyrese is out. There really isn't no timetable I'm looking at right now for Mathurin to come back. I think this is going to be definition of gap year, where they already started at 1-9. They're not going to play these guys. They're going to find injuries where they can, where my toe hurts, my wrist hurts. I pulled a hammy. I'm out for 2 weeks, even though it could be 2 games.
Hmm.
Um, which
Outside
sucks
of the Luka
because
trade, like
yeah,
them getting their first round pick back this year was the
hmm
best trade of all time.
yeah. Who was that with?
the I think it was the Pelicans. So they don't have a first round
Was
pick
that the Derek Queen?
because it was Derek Queen and Fears. They traded up for
Mm,
one of them, and they traded next year's pick, which was the Pacers pick, to get it back. Yeah, I believe that's what it was because they traded it during the finals before Game 7.
yeah, they
Like
have
even the
their own.
Pacers were like, yeah,
I mean,
whatever, we'll take a
they
pick.
have their own pick this year, which is great. They're, I think, only behind Washington in terms of record right now. They're tied with Brooklyn. So
They're the
yeah,
best 1 in 19
that would
of
be
all
fun
time.
if they got a good draft pick coming out the gate. Maybe Boozer or
Debunza or whatever his
yeah,
name is.
Deponsa from BYU.
Or the Kansas
Um,
kid seems really cool. Just throw another guard in that mix. It'll be fun.
yeah. All right, but I still think Matherin. I just want him to play a little bit because I think this was the year to see like, okay, Matherin's been coming off the bench for the past few years. Could he just be a starting two for us when Halliburton comes back? Like, could he take over a spot um, from either Nemhard or Neesmith? I don't know. I
Yeah.
just really wanted to see him. Just kind of wanted to see him as the number one option along with Siakam, and just see where that took him. But we'll
Yeah.
see. We'll see how they go. All right, next team. Next team are the Charlotte Hornets.
Who do you have as their best player?
It's it's Lamelo.
LaMelo, right?
Just because he handles the ball so much, takes. I'm not saying the player that takes the most shots on a team is the best player, but he is. The whole thing
For those
revolves
40
around
games a
him.
year, he is. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. It's kind of like the Jaw Zion piece where a lot of talent, but only plays
Yeah.
half the season, unfortunately. But yeah, when he does play, he's the guy that um, is balling out.
Turns out. All right. So LaMelo's number one. I I don't
Who'd
want to
you?
say I hate Bridges as a person, so like I don't want to put him in there.
Yeah, well, that's what I. It's funny you bring that up. I was thinking like, just off pure vibes, do you want like? Because it like statistically, it's
It's him.
It is Bridges,
Yeah.
but off pure vibes, can we just
It's
say
my
it's
nip.
Khan?
It's Nips.
Yeah, dude, he's
He's
been
he's sick, dude.
amazing. I
Like
think I
this
saw.
draft class is awesome.
We're gonna talk about it probably more throughout this pod, but this draft class is
Impeccable.
loaded,
It's awesome.
loaded.
Yeah, 16, 6, and 3, like almost
Yeah,
17. Yeah.
yeah.
On 45, 40, 91 shooting. Like that's
40% three ball, and he's not like he's taking like three a game. You know what I mean?
right. Yeah, he's attempting 8 threes per game, making
Yeah,
3.2. He's only taking 12 shots per game, and he's scoring 16.7 points per game. Like that's exactly what you want to see out of a rookie, and he's already like really good on a bad team. Like
yeah. I mean, he had a
take
30
that.
ball against Miami two games ago.
Miami's pretty good too.
Yeah, I mean they
Strangely.
lost, but it's still like he's a rookie 30 ball. I saw a stat I think that said he's the fastest player in league history to record 150 points and 30 threes. Like
Damn.
he's coming into the league and just scoring. Like he's just getting shots up and knocking them down.
If that Duke team had a semblance of an offense of system, like they would be.
Yeah, it is
They should
crazy
have.
that
They should have just won.
well, the Houston game was
Houston was really good too.
yeah,
A bunch of old guys against a bunch of freshmen.
yeah.
Whatever. It is what it is. But yeah,
Can we yeah,
for
I'm
the
cool with
vibes, we'll do
going
con.
yeah, for the vibes.
We're doing
Let's
con.
go with Con, man.
All
Yeah.
right. Next team you have on this list is my team, the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah, do you
Is
want to take this one? Do you want to just
yeah,
how are
yeah.
you
So
feeling?
like objectively, Anthony Davis is the best player on this team. However, he's
Yes.
played 2 games. He's played 14 out of the last 46 or 47
Yep.
now, I think, after last night. So I'm going to take AD out of the equation, and we have to pick the best player on this team. And I think it's Cooper Fleck. It's him or PJ.
If
If
you're
you take
yeah,
Kyrie and
yeah,
AD
yeah.
out of this
If you take Kyrie
situation,
and 80 out, I agree. I think it's between Cooper and PJ. I think it's going to be I think it's going to be Cooper by the end of the year. Cooper just had a really rough start to begin his NBA
mhm,
career. I think that's a lot to do with what we talked about again in the beginning, where they're not playing with a point guard.
that's
Um,
great. I love it.
so a lot of it falls on his shoulders again to start his offense. Um, yeah, but I think Cooper is probably number two. It's a weird spot to put the Mavs in just because they're in this waiting tier. But if AD and Kyrie are healthy, they're in the all star tier, and then maybe all NBA if those
Right.
guys are really running their stuff.
Yeah. So here, I'll just read off the numbers. So Cooper Flag is 15, 6 and 8, or 6.8 and 3.1 on 42, 26, 88.9% shooting.
Mm-hmm.
PJ is 15.5 points, so just half a point more, 8.3 rebounds, which is like one more rebound, and 2.5 assists, so it's one less assist on 44, 25, 65 shooting. So they're the exact same player,
Yeah,
is what I've taken from it. Just less rebounds from Cooper. That's about it.
yeah,
And
and
more
Cooper
assists.
also is still like he's really good on the defensive end.
And so is PJ. But
And so is PJ.
yeah, so I think they're objectively like the exact same player right now. I think Cooper's
Mm-hmm.
going to be better by the end of the season, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's weird. Like Cooper had 26 last night. Like had a great game, 26, 9 and 4, 2 steals, 1 block, only 1 turnover, only 2 fouls. Like played a great game against Giannis and the Bucks, but I just like I think it's Cooper.
PJ missing those free throws too at the end doesn't help
He's
his
been doing it
case
all season long too. It's been
for
really
being
bad. Yeah, and
the
he
best
had
player.
16, 7 and 1 with 1 steal, 1 block, 3 turnovers, 4 fouls.
Yeah,
So like
I think
they're the
yeah,
same
like
player
Cooper is
right
going to
now.
be probably better at the end of the year. Especially, I really do think if Kyrie can come back, he's going to be able to help this guy a lot, get to a spot a lot more.
Yeah. All right.
So sorry, Mavs.
Yeah, AD is the best player. For Cooper, I'm going is second best player right now.
Yeah, and when Kyrie comes back, it's 80 and Kyrie, and then we don't have to worry about Cooper. You know, he can be
And
a
it
rookie.
actually looks like an offense, maybe if both of them are out there. Who's to say? Probably not.
Number 9. I'm surprised this team is playing this well without their head coach.
Yes.
They are, I think, what 5-5, something like that.
Yeah, I
The
think they were
Blazers,
4 and
yeah,
5 and
they're
4 the other day.
yeah
So
5-5. Blazers. Also a weird team. They're in this waiting tier just because I'm not sure if they're gonna trade Holiday, who I put down as their second best player. Who did you have?
So who do you have as their best player?
I think Avia. I think Avia actually is kind of head and shoulders. Like, you want to go through his stats as well? Like, Denny's been playing
Yeah,
kind of
25,
lights out.
6.8, 4.9 on 47, 36, 85 shooting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
All
like
right, he's the best player.
he's their go-to guy.
Then it's easy. Yeah, it's true.
It's true. Yeah,
Because Drew's been great this year.
Yeah, exactly. Drew's been awesome. He's 17, 5 and 8, 53% from 2. He's averaging, his kind of career medium of like 35% from 3. I wanted it to be Sharp just because this guy has had, I feel like he had so much potential, like him and Simons coming into the league.
The athleticism thing, and
it is. It's his 4th year, man, and
he's shooting 27 from 3. I mean, he's still scoring 19, 5 and 1. It's like it's fine. It's good on this team. Sure, you need the points, but 27% from 3 when you come in as like this kind of combo guard where you're kind of a point guard, but you're kind of a shooting guard.
Exactly.
You're more of a shooting guard, but you're in a point guard body.
His 3% percentage has gone down every year. He was at 36% rookie year, 33 second year, last year 31%, this year 27%, and it doesn't help that he's taking more each year and making less. Like, what are we doing? Like, he's like on the Jalen Green track where he's just shooting more but just not making anything.
Jalen Green was good last year. Yeah, it's true for the Blazers. Let's get it out of
The
here.
shot. Sorry, Jalen Green. That was mean.
He was good last year. He's been good in
Yeah.
2 games
Yeah.
this year. Whatever. All right, next team. Is it your team?
It is. It's the Grizz.
All right.
Can you tell me who you put as your second best player, and let me see if I think you're right.
What if I told you I just hate this team and I can't decide?
I don't hate that response. I
Okay.
think a
What
lot
if I
of
told you
Grizz.
that Cedric Coward is your best player right now?
Ooh. Um. Again, rookie class, man.
Pretty
Rookie
fucking good.
class. Cedric Coward. It's kind of interesting because I was watching him a lot in preseason basketball and in summer league, and he wasn't making anything. And I was getting
Yeah.
really worried that we drafted a guy who hurt his shoulder and can't shoot. Like we drafted like the next Michael Kidd Gilchrist, like
Mhm.
who's going to be solid on defense, and just like something happened and he can't shoot the ball anymore. But this dude, 60% from two, 44% from three. He's averaging 15 a game. He's 3 assists. He's getting boards, 6 boards.
It's been good.
I don't know if he's the
He's not
best
the best.
player.
He's not the best
He,
player.
he isn't.
It's
It's
it's Ja.
Jaren. It's
It's
not
Ja.
Ja. It's not Ja. I'm telling you right now.
Jaren can't. I can't believe you can be 6'10" and just not grab rebounds.
Well, here's what I'll say about that, and this comes up every year. It's the
It's like an effort thing.
Porzingis. It's the Brook Lopez problem where these guys are they're on the perimeter. They're just taking threes, and they're guarding guys who are taking threes. So it's not like your typical Jalen Duren who's going to average 12
Yeah.
boards a game, or Sabonis who's down low.
I would just love to see 8 next to that number instead of
I
5.5 for his career.
1000% agree, especially when we only have with Edie out, we only have Jock Landale as our center right now. Like it would be cool if Jaren could crash the boards a little bit, but Jaren's never been the athletic four that we would want, like Amen Thompson,
Yeah.
kind of in that role. Jaren's never been that. He's always been kind of a low to the ground, post you up, kind of flip it over you in the post player. So,
All right. You watch
I
more
can't-
Grizzlies though, so if you're saying Jaren's the best player, I'll agree with you because I just
can I just
can't
say he's
stand
been
him.
way more consistent? I mean, every
Yeah, that
night I
is
see
a thing.
Ja's box score, and I watch the game, and it's like 6 for 18 from the field and 1 for 5 from three. 15% from three this year. It's just
Yeah, it's not good.
it's not good. It's his lowest scoring since his rookie year. Same with his rebounds. It's his lowest, the lowest amount of rebounds he's gotten with 4 since his rookie year. He used to be like a solid rebounding guard, especially at the point guard position with like 6, 7 a game. You would see constantly. It's just I again, Ja at his peak 2 years ago. Of course, he's the best player on our team, but right now, especially in the first 10 games, it just hasn't been the case. And
Ja
could be
taking 18 shots, and 2 of them that he made were threes. He only made 1 from 2 and 3 free throws. Like
well, that's what I'm
against
saying. He's
against
not,
OKC, sure, but like if
yeah,
you're the
6.
best player on the team, you should score against OKC.
Yeah, let's go. He's only averaging 6 free throw attempts a game, which is
I mean, it's got to
his
be a career
lowest
low.
again since his second year in the league. He's in his MVP All-Star All NBA seasons 2, 3, 4 years ago. He was averaging,
Mhm.
like he's getting line like 8, 7 times a game.
It was 7.3
he's
and
at
then
5.5
8.1
right
and
now.
then 7.1 from
Yeah.
21 to 24.
So and just the body language too. We've talked about it. Everyone's talked about it. I don't have to
He's
go
dead.
into it anymore. Yeah, I just think until that turns around, Jaren is just our best player right now. So it is what it is, and that's
All right.
also why they're in the bottom bracket of this waiting.
So does that mean
list
Cedric
because-
is 2?
No, I'm still gonna put Ja too. I
right.
mean, it's a flip flop on Jaren and Ja, but Cedric's definitely
3rd.
I wouldn't be mad if, we started having him more in the game plan. All right.
Yeah,
I don't want to feel like talking about the Grizz anymore. They just upset me.
Suns are up.
Suns. And also Suns, I don't know, man. I mean, the only option is Jalen Green.
It's Jalen
Like
Green.
that's because who else would it be? It's not going to be Dylan
It'd be
Brooks.
Dylan Brooks, but
It's not
yeah.
going to be Mark Williams. Grayson Allen did
Although,
have 10 threes, 42. He dropped 42 last night.
yeah,
Congrats.
sure,
I don't know.
maybe.
He's always good for one of those games, like once a year. But
Mhm.
it's Jalen Green.
Yeah, he's only played 2 games this year. Dylan Brooks has only played 5, so it's like,
Right.
which injury guy you want to go with right now? So
I agree. But it can't be that also is it can't be anyone else.
it's Jalen Green. We can get the hell out of the Phoenix.
Yeah.
Let's go to the Raptors.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
Toronto.
So Scotty,
Is
I
the
know
best.
Scotty's kind of, I feel like he's one of those players where you either love him or hate him. I feel like there's never really like an in between. I think he's still really good.
I hated him, and now I'm starting to turn on the Raptors. I
You're
kind of like
turning a
them
little
now.
bit. Yeah,
I'm turning back the other way. I was like, I kind of like the
good.
Raptors now.
Yeah. Well, last year they just had so many injuries. Like Quickly was hurt, and then Barrett was hurt, and Scotty was in and out. Like they didn't really have a very good season health wise last year, but this year we're starting to kind of see all these guys play together, and it turns out like they're a solid team with Scotty Ingram, RJ Barrett, kind of intermingling between that 2-3-4 position.
Mm-hmm. I like Ingram at 2. I think
You like Ingram at 2.
I like Ingram. I mean, 21, 6, and 4 on 51, 31, 90. Like, not great from 3, but getting buckets, actually dishing the ball. I was surprised the other day when we were on the pod with Sheldon. They're like 4th in assists or something in the NBA before at least the last game. So they're actually moving the ball, which I was surprised about. I like RJ Barrett. Been an RJ Barrett guy for a while, since 2019. But I think Brandon Ingram's just a more pure scorer, even though RJ's shooting 54, 39, 75 right now on 20 points. So they have like the same numbers, but RJ's shooting a little bit better. I just believe in Brandon Ingram more over the course of 82 than I believe in RJ Barrett for 82. That's the only thing.
Yeah, no, I think especially the team's gonna make the playoffs just because the East is not great, and also they've been playing pretty well as of late. They were giving up this team was giving up like 140 points a game at the beginning of the season. Like I don't know what's going on with the defense, but they've definitely started to play a lot better since then. Like their first 5-6 games, they let up a ton of points. But that might have been, like I was saying, like just them getting used to each other and figuring out their team with everybody healthy. But yeah, in the playoffs, you're right. I think I would want to see Ingram with the ball in his hands more than RJ, just because I've never really seen RJ in that position yet.
Yeah, we just haven't really. He's never been on a team except for the 21 Knicks. Julius Randle, 3rd-team All NBA year.
I can't believe RJ's in his 6th year. That's crazy already.
Him and Zion, remember Cam Reddish?
Big team. Yeah.
Cam Reddish, one guy.
Faintly. It's coming back to me.
He was even bad on Duke. It was tough. He had that 1-3 against Florida State.
Yeah, this is one of those teams where we could kind of go back and forth between Ingram and RJ. I don't think either answer is really wrong. It's great that the Raptors have this problem as well. I think they're pretty happy with how the season has started, at least. Just because last year, again, was so injury riddled. To be a 500 team right now, I think they're fine with that as long as they make the play in, and maybe they'll sneak their way into the playoffs. All right, 13. Another perennial play-in team, the Bulls. It's the Raptors, it's the Bulls, it's the Hawks, it's the Magic. I think it's those 4 teams every year that just want to be a 500 team, or 37 and 43, whatever it is, 44.
Yep.
Best player, obviously, we talked about him. last pod, Giddey, has been
Yeah.
really, really good this year. Their second best player, in my opinion, hasn't played this year, Kobe White.
Yeah, and that's where I'm going caveat. It's like I haven't seen him this year, so I'm going to put Buzelis.
Okay. Give me
Just because Kobe hasn't
some
played yet, and
Buzelis. Give me
I
some
don't know
Buzelis talk.
when Kobe's coming back. Like we just don't really have a timetable.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's kind of just strange. But Buzelis, I mean, 47, 40, 84 shooting. He's averaging 14.3 points per game, 5 rebounds and assists. Like it's nothing crazy. But like who else on this roster? Like maybe it's Vucevic. Maybe Vucevic is number 2.
I
Shooting
think
17, 10, and 4 on 52, 48, 73. It's Vucevic. I've changed my mind.
Have you? I don't know. I mean, I think him and Buzelis are actually
They're comparable.
yeah, exactly, semi-comparable. Just because Vucevic, Vucevic, it's just on the defensive end. Like it's similar with Sabonis, where he can get he can pat that a little bit, but a little bit of a cone. Just not very, especially on he's just gotten older and he cannot guard anyone on the perimeter either, much less in the post at this point. I don't hate Buzelis, but I know we can't. I guess you're right. Count Kobe White yet? But
I mean, we
as soon as he
can.
plays his first game, he's going to be their second best player. I mean, him and Giddey last year. Kobe last year was 25-4.
Yeah. No, Kobe's the correct answer. He just hasn't played yet.
Yeah, exactly. Which is while they're in the waiting period, because Kobe was kind of getting some all-star buzz last year as well. So
I had a lot of fake trades for him.
Trade machine last year. People really, really liked him last year. Kobe was one of those kind of in the most improved category where people were really watching him kind of blossom a little bit. And him and Giddey again, because Kobe is, I think, more of a 2 than a 1, and with Giddey taking over that one role and having Kobe slides a little bit to the shooting guard position, I think that helped him a lot. He is
Drew, we have breaking news.
Oh, I'm ready.
It's time. We've done it.
We've done it. Okay.
We've done it. Nico Harrison is going to be fired at 10 a.m. Central Time in a meeting on Tuesday, sources tell me, and Tim McMahon from Shams Charania. We've done it. We've done it.
There's only so many times you can hear your name get fired from the crowd, from thousands and thousands of people before I guess the team owner's like, I guess we have to fire this guy.
I can't believe it. I have to tweet. Sorry, this is live podcast.
No, do it. Tweet it. I'll keep going. We are 4 months removed from the Mavs getting the number 1 overall pick, and Nico looking in the camera in a Friends or the Office episode and being like, "Do you see the vision now?" We're 4 months removed from Nico GM splaining to us, "Do you see the vision? We got the number 1 overall pick." Golly, man.
Oh, wow.
It must feel good as a Mavs fan. You must feel pretty good.
I feel great because especially on Sunday. So we're recording this Tuesday, November 11th. It's 9:26 a.m. I literally I said it on the last podcast on Sunday night. I was like, he's going to be fired by the end of November. I didn't even make it 2 full days from
you're texting in a group chat. Yeah, you're texting a group chat the last 2 days saying
Stein had it. Stein's all over it. Mark Stein's an incredible insider. He's got all kinds of stuff all over the NBA, but especially in Dallas, he's got the pulse on there. So Stein was like, they're watching it, they're monitoring. And then you see last night the kid in the Luka jersey sitting with Dumont trying to make amends. It's a PR move for sure. He's trying to get back with the fan base. The first way to get the fan base back is by firing Nico Harrison. So sorry to interrupt the second best player talk, but Nico Harrison gone as GM of the Dallas Mavericks, and now the healing process can begin. Kyrie
comes back. AD comes back. The Mavs make their way to the play-in. Get the 7th seed. Get the 6th seed. Beat whoever in the first round. They're in the
Rockets in the first round, baby. Oh, imagine. I've been dreaming of that day for a while. But all right, I don't even know what team we were on.
We were on We're just talking about the Bulls. We're done with the Bulls. We're waiting for
Okay.
Kobe to come back. I
Yeah.
was saying right before the Nico news got busted that
Hmm.
he just got assigned to the G League. Kobe White did.
Okay.
So
So he's
he
coming back.
is in that revamp process. So maybe in the next few weeks we'll see him come back.
That'd be great.
All right. Next
Bucks
team, Bucks. Bucks. Giannis, obviously numero uno.
is Ryan Rollins.
Talk about it. I also had Ryan Rollins.
I mean, I watched the game last night. He's so much more impactful
I
than
watched
Miles Turner.
I watched the game. I watched the game. That's all I had. Yeah, I watched the game.
I mean, I've watched a handful of Bucks games now, and he's always just
Yeah.
been like more consistently impactful than Miles Turner. Miles
Mhm.
Turner's a good player. I expected Miles Turner to just go the fuck off last night against the Mavericks because that's what he does. He's a Dallas kid. He's a DFW boy, and he just goes off against the Mavericks. And I expected that to happen. It didn't. Congratulations to me. He had a okay game, nothing crazy. But Ryan Rollins he's just good. Like I only scored 13
Yes.
points. He had 5 fouls yesterday. But the Mavericks are just a giant team, and if you're that small, like I think you're just gonna foul more. But 16, 3.5, 5.6 assists on 51, 43, 83% shooting, 60% efficiency field goal percentage. I just think he's exactly what Giannis needed.
He
And I
is.
think that just helps. Like his case. Whereas Miles Turner is like, he's a tweener. It's like he needs to be Brook Lopez, but he's not Brook Lopez. He does similar things to Brook Lopez, but maybe not as good as what Brook Lopez did for the Bucks at this stage in Miles Turner's career. I like Ryan Rollins. I'm going to go him at 2.
I agree. Ryan Rollins has been a revelation for the Bucks.
The
He's
Wizards have
exactly
all-stars
what they
all over the league.
needed.
It's crazy.
I know. Imagine they just kept some of these guys. But Ryan Rollins, um, they're doing this thing where they like to do a little double pick and roll with Turner and Giannis at the top, and it'll be Turner first, then Giannis. So they'll run to the rim with Giannis, and if that's there, lob it up. It's not there, he throws it because the Turner's guy chases Giannis down to the rim. Turner has an open three sometimes, or they kind of stag off and guard both those guys. Rollins has a little midi or a layup. He's also perfect for this team. He's shooting 70% from corner threes. So
Yeah,
he's
it's pretty
finding
good.
he's getting the ball and he's just knocking down the shots that this Bucks offense loves to take. It's just kick Giannis drives, kick out like we were saying, and he's just knocking them down at a super super high clip. So congrats to Ryan Rollins for kind of making his name in the league a little bit. Another guy that might be on some MIP ballots just based off of his production so far this year. He's been really good.
Yeah, exactly what Giannis needed because we're just sitting
Yeah.
there like, can Giannis just carry this team to a 5 seed and win MVP and be 33, 11, and 8 the whole season?
Mm-hmm.
We didn't know. He
Mm-hmm.
needed some kind of help, and 3 balls absolutely help Giannis. Just the driving
Yeah.
kick aspect from him. So I love Ryan
Especially
Rollins.
like with AJ Green
Yeah, he's
also
been really good
knocking
too.
down. Like they just have a lot of really good shooters. Yeah, surrounding Giannis, and they're going to be a top 6 seed easy, I think, unless something
Should be.
bad happens. So they're going to be. No, they're not going to worry about the play-in at all. So yeah, it'll be fun to see how that goes throughout the season. Number 15
Miami Heat.
are the Miami Heat. They had a dude. I think the only reason this team
Suppose
is
back.
7-4 is because has Spo ever left? I mean,
Oh, he left
continues
last year.
to show. Yeah, well, that was
a bad team.
Him and Jimmy, that just relationship soured so fast, and Spo might have left, but also because Jimmy kind of tanked like the team's stock in games. Like
The thing
kind
that
of
stood out
upset
to me
my.
last year was that Spo like directly ran onto the court like with 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter and called timeout, and he had no timeouts left.
Yeah, that is not a great look
That's
for
the
our
one
guy.
standing moment from last year. It was post Jimmy trade. I was sitting there, I was like, oh boy, he's lost his
Yeah,
fastball. There was a
yeah.
lot of Spo talk this summer. So we got with like Pop and a bunch of other coaches like Coach K and stuff, people that have run Team USA basketball. He's been with them and he's talking to them and all that kind of stuff because he's taken over, I think. And then he talked to a bunch of different like college coaches across the league. And he's like, how do you run these systems? How do you get people to play in these systems? And I think he did a bunch of research this offseason because I think he lost his fastball and I think he's back in.
Good. I love it. I love when Spo's back. He's such a good coach. This team, I don't know how they're 7-4, especially without Hero.
Yeah.
Because Hero's been their scorer for the past few years, especially with Jimmy going through whatever he was going through. So without Hero, did you see the game last night? Mitchell makes this crazy 3 with 0.4 left on the clock in overtime. It's already overtime, by the way. You think it's going to double, and then Spo draws up this awesome out of timeout that just gets a free layup at the rim. So congrats to Spo. I have Norm Powell as their second best.
Yeah, he's been incredible. Well, so when Bam and Hero are both healthy, who's the best player? Is it Bam?
Yeah, I
think so. And then it would be Hero. I understand Hero's got the offensive numbers, but I feel like Bam does enough on defense to mitigate the lack of offensive numbers in comparison to Hero.
Yeah, I think the problem is
Hero last year was 23.9 with 5.2 rebounds, 5.5 assists.
Yeah.
And then last year, Bam was like a rough season.
Didn't have
18.1, 9.6, and 4.3. So like less points, more rebounds, less assists. But this year he's 19.9, 8.1, and 2.9. So less assists, less rebounds.
Yeah.
But more points.
Yeah. No, Bam's the best player out of those two. Just because defensively, 2 years ago he was on the first team, all defensive team. Last year, again, it's hard to go off of last year just because that team had, with the whole Jimmy thing, half the season was just weird. He was playing, he wasn't playing. He was sitting out. He wasn't with the team. So, yeah, I still take Bam and then Hero as the second best player. So the Heat are in a good spot. I loved Norm Powell coming over. I don't know why the Clippers let that guy go. I mean, he was
really weird because he was kind of their like most important guy on that team last year outside of like Harden and Kawhi.
Especially with Kawhi and Harden, again, getting up in age, and we're going to talk about them later in the pod. They're just only getting older. They're only getting more injuries. We'll talk about the Clippers later, but yeah. Norm Powell, he's just sixth man of the year. He was constantly in those talks with the Clippers. He would have been in it last year, but he started every game with Clippers. Like he started it and played 60 games for them. So with the 65 rule, he couldn't be in any talks. But yeah, I don't know why the Clippers. Maybe they couldn't pay him. I'm not sure. I don't remember why he got to the Heat.
Don't really know why. I think it was just kind of a weird trade.
Yeah, but
Norm is number 2 right now.
Yeah, for sure. Until Hero
comes
which
back.
I don't know what the Hero timetable is either.
It went like 8 weeks from the injury, and it was like media day, so he's going to miss at least a few more weeks here. Might be back in December.
Yeah. Well, congrats to the Heat, because I always feel like, too, sometimes they have a slow start to the season, and it's like, oh, here come the zombie Heat. They're never out, but they're 3 seed right now, so I feel like they have a better start than they usually do to the season.
It's true. Was that team number 15?
That was 15, which brings us to the last.
Hold on.
Okay.
Let's cut it right there. I'll make it this into 2 episodes because that's an hour and 4 minutes. We're going to do the next 15 on the next episode next week on Thursday. So tune into that. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already on Zero Gravity. Shout out to our sponsor, Zing Zang. We love Zing Zang. Zang responsibly all season long. And shout out to J Bar M. J Bar M Barbecue is just a couple blocks away from Toyota Center. We love J Bar M over here. It's the best barbecue in Texas, not just in Houston. Go get some barbecue over at J Bar M today. We love you. Thank you for sponsoring this episode. Shout out to you guys. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We'll be back very, very soon with another episode of Zero Gravity, Apollo Media's NBA podcast.